What is up, everybody? Today I'm doing something out of the norm, very unusual, and that is recording at or before the noon prayer. Before the noon prayer. Noon prayer here is around 12:15, 12:30, but before that is when all the time gets done. All the time gets done, all the work gets done. Everyone is out and about, everybody's working, everyone's out getting the groceries. It's very, very busy. But today is Saturday, and it shouldn't be as busy as I think it is. But that will explain the ferocity in the people's driving. If you guys see any if they're fidgety because these people aren't chewing class early morning, they usually are working. But anyways, a lot of you may ask, well, why don't you record on early mornings? The reason I don't record on early mornings and when it's packed and busy is because it'll attract too much attention to me. I'd rather go out in the afternoon when everyone's chewing class and it's more relaxed, it's like a more relaxed atmosphere. And on top of that, I've already been captured. And the reason why is because there are spies. There's spies out here, which is kind of ridiculous. I feel like I'm living in the Born Supremacy, or the Born Identity series, like film where it's like it's so obvious, like you can just pick them out. That's how stupid Yemenites are. And I crashed. I skidded out. My back tires skid out. That's how dumb Yemenites are. They're so obvious, you know what I mean? They're just too obvious. They're horrible at everything. I'm at the freaking, little huge soccer field, whatever, where they play soccer, up next to Gabarabi in Lord Mountain. And it's like some dude walking across with the Samsung Galaxy 3. I know, because I recognize the back of the phone. I know what the back of the phone looks like, because I used to have the Samsung Galaxy 3. Sound like him. And he's laughing at me. I'm Assalamu alaikum. ايش؟ ليش تضحك؟ اوكي. قلت انه في شيء او شيء. يلا مع السلامة. Dude, you know what I mean? You laughing? Funny, dude. But anyways, he's walking across. I got some errands to run, that's why I'm out this early in the morning too. But he's walking across from me in front of my American friends with the phone to his left ear and the camera facing us. It's so obvious. He's so stupid. I swear that guy is dumb. If I see him again, I'd out. It's so obvious, dude. And then he goes and sits down and squats next to us and acts like nothing's going on. You know what I mean? And he was squatting as if he's taking a number 2 here in Yemen. And he had his camera phone up as if he was texting or whatever like this. But in actuality, he was taking pictures of us. I something too. We noticed him when he was doing it. Me and my American friend was like, cause I was teaching him how to ride a bike or whatever, and it was 2 of them. And he was just sitting there. He's just sitting there squatting with the phone facing towards us. And I look over and I whisper to my friend, I'm like, yo, what is this guy doing? This is mad fishy. And then freaking, I should have said something, man. See, I'm a freaking idiot. I should have just left. Because another thing is, there were women like posted up on the other end as well. Women don't sit in the sun here. That's like a dumb. Look at this. women don't sit in the sun. And then there was two women with their eyes even covered. Like here very rarely you come across a woman with their eyes covered. You know, most of the time you'll see their eyes are shown. They're only cover their eyes when they're in like a crowd of men and they're trying to, you know, they become a little shy or whatever, and they wanna cover their eyes. That's the only time. You know, I might ask yourself, well, how do you know that? Well, cause in my family, all of them are dressed the same way. I even asked some of my family members that live upstairs. I'm like, dude, what the hell? She's like, yeah, there are freaking women spot, and they look mad fishy. They're like sitting up against the wall, squatting, all covered, like not even their eyes showing. That's a huge no-no. Another thing is they're sitting in the sun. No one sits in the sun, dude. No one sits in the sun, like flat out in the middle of the sun, and like you can tell it's so fishy because if you were gonna sit in the sun, people sit out in the sun like after the afternoon prayer. Why would you sit in the sun before the noon prayer when the sun is the strongest? You know what I mean? Like right before noon. Man, I'll continue my story. I wanted to stop here. Got some errands to run, man. But I'll come to this guy last. This is my uncle. So there's two of them sitting like at the end of each door up against the wall inside the actual soccer field. Like sitting in the sun, sitting still. Like it's like a ball of black. Like what are you doing? What are you doing? Doesn't make no sense. And I mentioned that to my friend too. I'm like, yo, dude, something's fishy, man. Something's not going. So this doesn't feel right, bro. Like two women, like just standing there. God knows if they're on the phone or whatever. And then one dude squatting right next to us on my left, against the wall. You know, taking, you know, with his phone up, pointing towards us. I'm like, man, something is fishy, man. This doesn't feel right, bro. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, you know, we're talking in English or whatever. We're whispering to each other, like, yeah, man, this doesn't feel right. Something's up. And then 5 minutes later, let me stop here. I'll continue the story when I get back, man. Cause I gotta do something real quick. So what I realized is, so yeah, before you know it, freaking four cars roll up with 50 cal guns in the back. Everyone's having an AK. They freaking roll up on us and like point the AKs down our freaking throats and freaking force us in the car. You know, just straight up freaking. I felt violated. I never felt violated that before in my life, man. Like no probable cause. You know how there's no rights here, man. You know how it is. What can you expect? It's a third world country. So the freaking just like rough me up, like search me, take my bike, and like throw me in the back. So with that being said, and they put all my other friends in separate cars too. With that being said, the thing is, if I want to motovlog, like it don't matter what time of the day it is, I just gotta keep moving, because if I stay still like I was last time, I didn't have my camera helmet at that time either, because I had just slept over their house, because we stayed up and watched the divisional playoffs or whatever, and then that same morning we went out. But I mean, still though, like it was the wrong place, the wrong time type of thing, because that same morning a political figure got assassinated on a motorcycle. So you know they pointed us out. You know, and that's the reason why they came up on us like that, and they just like they're rounding people up that same morning. It wasn't just us, you know. It wasn't like because it's because I was teaching them how to ride a motorcycle. Supposedly that's an odd scene, and we were speaking in English, and you know, so it is what it is. And then, so with that being said, the reason why I go ahead and motovlog at any time of the day now, I can, but I still do it in the afternoons just to be safe. But if I have to, like, because for the sake of the content, I want to do it in early mornings too. I don't want to just motovlog in the afternoons for you guys, and you guys get to see only you know, boring parts of Yemen. I want you guys to see Yemen when it's like hectic, you know. But where was I going with this? Yeah, so if I want to motor vlog or whatever, I just gotta keep moving. Like I was just standing still, and I was a target because the freaking spies over here will there's spies everywhere. They'll hunt you down. They'll take a picture of you. They'll call the government forces or whatever, and they'll rat you out. And that's job. You know what I mean? Like get a life, dude. Gotta turn into here actually. So I've learned that if I keep moving like I am now, like I can motovlog and record and have the helmet, whatever, but I just gotta keep moving. I can't stay still for too long, long enough for someone, you know, to report me, to spy on me. You know what I mean? So that's the huge ordeal. I won't upload this video until I'm in America, by the way, just to be on the safe side, because I didn't want to go too in depth of what's going on. I'm so lost right now. I don't know where I am. I don't want to go too in depth, you know, while I'm over here, because before you know it, there'll be freaking people come knocking on my door talking about, I want to seize your hard drive. Man, and to think that this is my country, man, my country's going. I don't even know where I'm going. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. It's not this way, actually. Is it this way? I think it is this way, right? Yeah, it is this way. Where am I going?